All righty, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday, September 4th, 2020, a year to never forget, but a very big year and a lot of big accomplishments here at Movie Files. We are celebrating the 3-year anniversary, man. 2017, September of 2020, September 4th of 2017 is when this channel began. And here we are 3 years later. We're celebrating the 3-year anniversary, the most recent milestone on my channel of crossing 5,000 subscribers, which we'll talk about that a little bit later in regards to how we've come to 5,000 subscribers 3 years into this journey on Movie Files. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna let everyone kind of get settled in. Happy Friday once again. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Again, we're gonna talk about the celebration, how I came to be where I'm at now, and maybe tips or tricks or questions. Of course, this is a Q&A, so any questions you guys have, of course, I want to answer those as well. But yeah, man, this is really a combination of, like I said, three things. Celebrating the 3-year anniversary again. 3 years to this date is when I started this channel, Movie Files, and who would have known 3 years later I would be, having great people I'm meeting on YouTube, doing live streams with some great people, attending film festivals, getting screeners from, Netflix and all this stuff. And then another big milestone that we crossed in the past week was the 5,000 subscribers, which is just, you would have asked me 3 years ago, I was like, I would have been happy with 500 subscribers, let alone 5,000. So this is a lot of fun things. And also, like I said, this is a live Q&A, Ask Me Anything, movie related, TV related, comic books, music, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm going to be on here for about an hour and a half or so, just taking you guys' questions. So as the people are kind of getting in the chat, let me say what's up to Unboxing. What's going on, man? Hope you're having a great day. I know you have a movie challenge, right? I saw it on your Instagram. You're watching like 4 or 5 movies, from Mulan and Tenet to Bill and Ted. So let me know how that's going, man. We got AJ from AJ Reacts 2. Bro, the haircut looking fresh. Appreciate it, AJ. It was much needed, to say the least, man. Haven't had a haircut since March. And you all saw how I was looking these last few months, with the hair, the beard. Finally got a cut, so appreciate the acknowledgement there. Unboxing, nice haircut. Thank you very much, Robert. I appreciate it. What's going on, YouTuber Archive? How you doing? Saying what's up to everybody. What's up? So yeah, guys, like I said, man, this is not only a celebration, but this is also interacting with you all. So any questions you may have, like I said, we can talk movies, we can talk shows, we can talk movie news. We had some stuff with this week. From the COVID-19, from The Rock to Robert Pattinson. I saw Tenet last night. I shot my review for that. That review will be available on the channel tomorrow. We can, maybe talk about Tenet if you guys want to, without spoilers for anyone that haven't seen it. But yeah, I watched some TV shows more recently. Raised by Wolves on HBO Max. What else? With the first 3 episodes of The Boys, which premiered today. We can talk about that for you all that have seen it. So yeah, man, this is a Q&A. So anything and everything you guys want to talk about, we can chat about it on this stream here. So Unbox says, yep, I started over here in about an hour, getting ready to watch Bill and Ted. Nice. I heard that was a really fun film, so I hope you enjoy it. We got Ken from Mid-Level Media. Congratulations, man. 5,000, hell of an accomplishment. You deserve it and more. Hey, man, I appreciate it, Ken, man. Ken, we've been Instagram friends and have become friends on YouTube and interacting on each other's streams these last few months. Has been great, man. So thank you, Ken. And congratulations to you, as well as that most recent milestone. You on your personal channel, as well as you with Levels of Geek. So congrats to you, my friend. We got Troy Burrow. What's going on? Congratulations, bro. Appreciate it, Troy Burrow. I was honored to have him on the channel a couple weeks ago with the DC fandom Q&A that I did 2 weeks ago. So thank you, Troy Burrow. Congratulations on the 5,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We got some love. People showing some love. I love it, guys. So yeah, like I said, if you guys want to now, go ahead and drop your questions in the comment section and we can have a good time tonight. So like I said, we can talk about the recent news with Robert Pattinson, being revealed that he got he has the virus, unfortunately, and hopefully he has a speedy recovery, but it looks like the production of the film will be still going on. We heard about The Rock and his family, so we can talk about that, or we can talk about movies. We can talk about shows and everything in between. So like I said, go ahead and drop your comments in the comments below. So yeah, man, like I said, I this last 3 years, man, here at Movie Files, from being kind of sporadic with the reviews and the TV shows to, last October is when I really kind of hunkered down and was like consistently, 4 to 5 videos a week, TV show recaps, movie reviews, as many movies as I could possibly see. And, the ball just kept rolling from there. So it's been a journey, and we can, like I said, we'll talk about that a little bit later, but unboxing. Did you check out the new Mulan movie? No, unboxing. I didn't. On I didn't want to pay $30 for it. I do have a potential screener coming in for it. It's a little bit late, but hopefully I'll be checking out tonight, maybe, or possibly tomorrow. But yeah, I've heard some interesting things about it. For the most part, I heard the critics really enjoyed it. I've seen some early reviews, as well as people seem to think this is one of the more better live action Disney films. But then I've seen the other side of the spectrum, where people are saying, this is soulless, it's emotionless, it looks beautiful, it has, some good acting, but I heard that some people really didn't like it. So to each his own. But I'm hopefully I'm able to check out the new Mulan film either tonight or tomorrow, and then potentially giving you guys my thoughts on it in a review here in the next few days. But what's up? Yep, Ken saying what's up to YouTuber Archive. Triborough, top 3 favorite HBO series of all time. That's a tough one, man. Because I know just, more recently, I mean, I've been watching a lot of HBO this last couple years with Watchmen and Outsider, and I know this much true. But as far as like all times, it has to be the, Game of Thrones, The Wire, and I never really got into Sopranos, but I heard that was great. What else do we have? I'll go with Watchmen, man. More recently, The Watchmen. I was very impressed by The Watchmen, not only being a fan of the graphic novel, but also a fan of the Zack Snyder 2009 film. And then I thought the show was great. So I'll go with, like I said, Game of Thrones, The Wire, and Watchmen. I'll give you those my top 3 of all time, if it is all time. Again, people showing each other some love. I love that. I remember back when you had 200, man. I'm an original Movie Files fan. Yeah, man, it's been a journey, Ken, for sure, man. I appreciate you being along with me on the ride, man. Like I said, starting this channel 3 years ago, the very first, and you guys can see it. I'm not ashamed of those early reviews from me earlier on. You guys can watch it. My very first review, I believe, was It Chapter 1 that I reviewed on the channel. Like I said, all those reviews are still on this very channel. Every single review of every shot is on this channel that you guys can watch and hopefully see the progression of where we are now. But yeah, man, it's been a crazy 3 years, man. And I appreciate you being with me on a long way, Ken. I actually just saw Mulan. I thought it was a really good movie. That's good, man. Like I said, I'm planning on hopefully checking it out sooner rather than later. Yo, what's going on? Slim Shady. We got VV in the chat. What's going on? Will you be reviewing any films from New York Film Festival 2020? No, that's a great question, because like I said, I most recently covered a lot of films from Fantasia, and I still got a bunch of those reviews coming out soon. But yeah, I applied for the Fantasia. So I guess just transparency. The Fantasia Film Festival was my first film festival ever. And boy, was there a lot of rookie mistakes on my end. But yeah, I since then, I've applied for like 2 other film festivals, more genre, more niche films, horror films, sci-fi films, like Fantastic Festival. And there's another, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's like a newer festival, like a horror festival. But I have not applied for the New York Film Festival. But I'm gradually getting there, right? Got to start somewhere, but maybe I'll shoot my shot. Maybe I'll submit it. I know a lot of people just got word that they got their applications approved, so maybe that's something I'll look into. But like I said, starting with Fantasia, which again was incredible to be a part of. If you guys don't know, this past 2 weeks, I've been covering films from the Fantasia Film Festival, which, if you're not too familiar with that, has been around since '96. It takes place normally in Montreal, in Canada, and it's one of the more genre-heavy film festivals. So that's where you can find independent horror, comedy, drama, sci-fi, and just like a bunch of independent films. But you can find some really good films, and I covered, like I said, about 4 of them on my channel now, and I have like 6 more reviews coming in a few weeks. So hopefully, like I said, that was kind of the baby step. And then hopefully I can get more involved in more and more festivals as we move on. But I wouldn't be able to be a part of any film festival without the help of you guys, because they do look for your credentials. I'm not a journalist. I don't have a blog. I don't have, I don't work for, one of these websites. It's just my YouTube channel and my Instagram. So they see that and like, okay, this person has an audience. So if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to be a part of any film festival. So huge shout out to you guys supporting this channel. Hey, what's going on? Welcome, my friend. How many episodes of Ted Lasso? How many episodes in the Ted Lasso series? There's 10 episodes. For you all that don't know what Slim Shady's talking about, there is a very great show, underrated show that is being played on Apple TV on a week-to-week basis, and that is Ted Lasso. It's a character played by Jason Sudeikis, who played this kind of sketch character who's like an American football Division II coach who goes to London to coach a soccer team, or football team as they call it over there. And you're just seeing him interacting with the team. He doesn't know anything about soccer. So seeing seeing him transition from America to the UK. So it is a very underrated show. I don't know, other than myself, a lot of people talking about it, but it is a fantastic, hilarious show, to say the least. So to answer your question, Slim Shady, there are 10 episodes, and today we got episode 6, and then obviously we got 3 more episodes. But I've really been enjoying that show a lot. Do you think Black Widow will come out this year or next year? With Tenet coming out, man, which, by the way, like I said, I saw Tenet yesterday, and I got that review coming pretty soon, tomorrow, actually. I think we'll get it. I think we're gonna get the the No Time to Die coming out in November. I think Soul's gonna come out. I think all the films that were slated to come out will be coming out in some form and fashion, especially Black Widow with today of new Mulan coming out. That $29.99 premium price is definitely an opportunity to be able to see Black Widow. So I think we'll see Black Widow this year, hopefully at the theaters, because again, I think Scarlett Johansson is not only a superstar, but the character Black Widow, she finally gets her solo out, and I would love to see it on the big screen potentially, or in the case like I saw Tenet yesterday on the drive-in theater screen potentially. So, but yeah, to answer your question, I do think we're gonna see it this year. Have you seen Stratacom? Yeah, I've seen it. I owned it, and I really enjoyed it. I wish that it would explore more or certain aspects of like Dr. Dre and his, relationship with his wife, and a little bit more of Eazy-E, but it was a really good film, to say the least. So yeah, I've seen Straight Compton. Let me know what you thought of Straight Compton. Some Shady. Triborough, most disappointing ending for a film. I'm trying to think of something more recent. It was something I literally just saw recently. I was just like, I did not like that ending. I'm going to look up my Letterboxd and see what films come to mind. Horse Girl. I don't know if you guys saw Alison Brie's film on Netflix earlier this year. I thought that ending was just kind of sucked the momentum out of that film. Let's see. I'm trying to think of maybe some more popular movies that I saw this year. Yeah, I think, looks like right now I'll go with Horse Girl. The Peninsula, more recently, I did not like the ending of that. But as far as like all time, I can't think of anything all time, because normally the way my brain works, if I don't like something, it kind of forget it, especially if it's disappointing. So more recent, I'll say Peninsula was a very disappointing ending, and just honestly kind of a disappointing film compared to the first one. But Mid-Level Media Ken says favorite 90s sitcom. Ooh, 90s, they'll probably be, oh man, toss up between probably Martin or Fresh Prince. Two of my favorite shows growing up, and I love Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, so it's a toss up between those two. We got unboxing favorite overrated movie. That's a bit of a pickle, because if it's my favorite, I don't think it's considered overrated. But I guess from general consensus of people thinking that my film might be overrated that I love, I don't know. Unboxing, let me know some unpopular or some popular films that people consider overrated, and I'll see if it's in my film. I'm trying to think more recently of some films that people consider overrated. Oh man, I can't think of anything, man. Like I said, if it's a favorite film, I don't consider it overrated. But I don't know. Give me a list of some films unboxing, and I can let you know if it's a favorite film of mine. But I can't think of anything off top for a favorite overrated film. Tony Movie Chappie D9 Nell Blumkamp, a #1 fan. What's going on? I hope that this isn't a personal question, but have you ever been knocked on a door by Jehovah's Witness? Yeah. Not only have I interacted with Jehovah's Witness, I dated a girl who was a Jehovah's Witness for a short period of time. I went to their I can't even think of the name of what they call their church gathering, but I've been to one of their gatherings before. I was never like initiated as a Jehovah's Witness, but yes, to answer your question, I have been knocked on the door of a Jehovah's Witness. I've sat down and spoken with them and been to one of their like a church gathering. So yeah. Yeah, no personal question at all. I have no problem answering that. Congratulations. Thank you so much, G Money 13. And I think I know who G Money is. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well, buddy. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I hope football is going well and school is going well for you, buddy. And hopefully, everything's going good for you, man. Triborough, do you like Broadway plays? No. So Broadway plays are like, I've been to one or two when I was like really, really young, like the Nutcracker and a couple other ones, but I don't really seek them out. There's nothing against them. I just don't really seek them out. But if I were to, if so, my favorite, I guess I just got to go by default, the Nutcracker, because that's the only one I like remember seeing. Slim Shady, I like Stratacom. I think the sequel would have been Aftermath of NWA. And yeah, I mean, a TV series or a sequel would have been really interesting to kind of explore, like you said, the aftermath of NWA and Death Row and Suge Knight, and obviously Tupac getting in the mix and that whole situation and the aftermath of Eazy-E's death. That would have been really interesting. Bill and Ted Face the Music ending could have been better. I haven't seen it, and not to be a negative Nancy on Bill and Ted, they're just not my jam. I was more of a Wayne's World fan. I never really got to Bill and Ted, but I heard it was good. I heard it was excellent. So I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Have you ever seen Cool World, a very underrated animated film? I have. Very underrated to say the least. Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while. Tony movie, but yes, I have seen that film. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah, what about it? It's a good show, funny show. Andy Samberg and that whole crew is hilarious. Very good show. Favorite movie soundtrack? It's probably either throwing it back to P. Diddy's Bad Boys 2 soundtrack was pretty lit. Check Your Tail Feather. No, but I think more recently Suicide Squad had a good soundtrack. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. What else? Black Panther. I thought Kendrick Lamar and that whole team that they brought together was pretty dope. So those are something that come to mind. Ken, have you seen The King on Netflix? Just watched, enjoyed it. As long as Game of Thrones. Yeah. If The King, if we're talking about the same movies, it's Timothy Chalamet, Robert Pattinson, not Joel Egerton, but the other. I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, I have seen. I saw it. I think it came out last year. It was a really good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought Timothy Chalamet was phenomenal, as well as the French Robert Pattinson in his role. I thought it was a really good movie. But if I'm not mistaken, I think that's The King. Let me know if I'm mistaken there, Ken. But I think that's the one we were talking about. What are your thoughts about the Paranormal Activity franchise? 1, 2, 3, really solid films. Like I think 2 and 3 are very underrated. 1 kind of was, one of the more impactful horror films of the decade when it came out. But I think 2 and 3 are really good follow-ups. 4. Which one is 4 the? I can't remember. Whatever one is the marked ones. I thought that was a really interesting film, but then I didn't see the Ghost Dimensions, which I think was the last one, and I thought I'm trying to remember what 4 was about. Was that the one with the girl who had a boyfriend, and I can't remember. They all kind of get bunched up together, but I think 1, 2, and 3 are really good films, and I thought the sequels were okay. More in particularly the marked ones. Have you seen The Crown? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Ken, if you meant The Crown, I haven't watched The Crown. If you're referring to that show, I haven't watched it. Triborough, what category would you add or change to the Oscars? Stunt coordination. I think they deserve a lot of knowledge, even though it may be hard because when you like single in a stunt coordinator, it's going to only be action films. So you might see the same people winning every single year, but I think they should get some type of acknowledgement. Voice acting, I think should get some type of acknowledgement, and best ensemble cast, I think should get some type of acknowledgement for future Oscar categories. Sean, keep going strong, man. Congratulations. Thank you, Sean. Sean's been on the channel quite a few times. A lot of my horror watch alongs that we've done, which I don't have any watch alongs planned for September, just because I want to take a little bit of a break of the watch alongs, because I've been doing it for like 5 months straight, 4 or 5 a month, and it's fun, but it can get very overwhelming preparing all the stuff that I do for my watch alongs. Because as you know, I have like questions ready. I got to carve out 2-3 hours of time, which again, very fun time, but it's just like taking a bit of a backseat on the watch alongs and then bringing them back for October for the Halloween season. But yeah, Sean's a great person. Appreciate the comments there, Sean, and can't wait to have you back on the channel, man. Unboxing says Forrest Gump, Top Gun, American Hustle, Traffic, Star Wars. So I think this is earlier Unboxing was asking maybe favorite overrated film. All those films I really enjoy. And out of that list, if Star Wars, if you're talking, my favorite Star Wars film is New Hope. So yeah, man, I think out of that list, they're all great films in their own right. And I will go with Star Wars. If we're referring to the first one, that's my favorite out of that list that you provided. What are your thoughts on the Dune teaser trailer? Loved it. I saw it last night. Again, I saw Tenet last night at a drive-in theater, which I shot my review. You all can kind of get my thoughts on the movie-going experience going to a drive-in, which was very interesting. Just to give you a little sneak peek of that conversation that I have in my review coming out tomorrow for Tenet. It rained and had to find a parking. It was very interesting to say the least. But no, to answer your question, thoughts on it. It looks great. I actually revisited Dune, the 1984 David Lynch Dune. I still have to read the book by Frank Herbert. It's been on my bucket list for such a long time, but I'm going to read it inevitably, hopefully before the film comes out. But I thought the teaser looks great. You're setting the tone. Denis Villeneuve, if you all do not know, he's my favorite director. This is my most anticipated film of 2020, above, Tenet, Black Widow, Wonder Woman, all the films that I'm really excited for, but I'm really looking forward to Dune. I thought the teaser was great. It looks epic in scale. That cast from Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Javier Bardem, Zendaya, Josh Brolin, Jason Momoa. The list, Oscar Isaac. The list goes on and on and on. I thought the teaser was really awesome. I can't wait for September 9th. And I'm going to have my review for the 1984 Dune dropping that same day. So keep an eye out for that. If you guys want to know what I think about the OG, the original Dune film that came out many years ago, which was an interesting film to say the least. But yeah, I'm excited for this Dune movie. And I'm excited for more of the trailer, of the official trailer, coming pretty soon. So yeah. So let's see what we got here. And let me go back to it. Where was I at? VV says, do you think Marvel oh man. So first and foremost, again, it's been a week since we found out the tragic news that Chadwick Boseman passed away due to colon cancer. And again, as I said last week, and I've said on different streams I've been on, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, rest in power, rest in paradise. Thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. And what a tragedy. But we're celebrating this life, because what a legacy. What this man was able to do on his time on earth. Some people can only dream of accomplishing the things that he was able to do, not only as an actor playing incredible, African-American heroes, fictional and fiction, whether that be Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Thurgood Marshall, obviously T'Challa, and the list goes on. From just the iconic roles, telling Black stories is so important, and it was so important for him to tell those stories. And man, I can go on and on and on about what Chadwick Boseman meant to me as a Black man, and seeing him on screen and telling those stories was phenomenal. But out of respect to his legacy, answering your question, Vivi, which I would love to, but I'm not in a comfortable mindset to answer that question, respectively, in regards to who I want to see maybe take up the mantle or recasting him, to answer your question somewhat, I don't think they should recast them. But hopefully, again, they'll honor his legacy, because T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, phenomenal actor, phenomenal character. And like I said, seeing a Black African-American superhero on the screen for the first time, 2018, February 15th. I saw it a day before the worldwide release. Is something I'll never forget. But like I said, in respect to his legacy and honor, I don't really want to get into the recasting stuff. Maybe 6 months to a year from now, we can maybe do that. But appreciate you answering the question, though. Perk, what's going on, man? This guy right here, I'm a big fan of Perk, man. I love his live streams, the conversation he has, his thoughts on TV shows, music, and everything in between, man. Thank you for stopping by. Who is this guy? This whole new Elliot salute, bro. No, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, Perk, I had to do it, bro. Like, seriously, the last 5 months, the hair was just getting on my nerve, the beard. I was so glad. It was like a weight lifted off me, man. But I appreciate you stopping by, Perk. If you guys haven't already, check him out. This guy's awesome, as well as everyone else in the chat, from AJ to mid-level reviews to unboxing to everyone in the chat that has a YouTube and an Instagram. Check everyone out. They're great content creators. AJ Rex 2, are you going to eventually watch the new? So yeah. So here's the thing with Mulan. I hope to get a screener tonight. Fingers crossed. If not tonight, tomorrow. If I don't get that screener, I won't be watching Mulan until December, whenever it's free. And trust me, I would have had no problems paying to see Mulan at the theater, as it was intended to be. But I just don't want to dish out $30 for Mulan, if I'm being perfectly honest. But hopefully I get that screener tonight. And if not tonight, then, December's right around the corner. But we'll see, AJ. We'll see, man. Ken from Mid-Level says the first 3 PAs are all-time for. The first 3 PAs are some of my favorite all-time horror films. Cool, man. Cool. I might be I don't know what the first 3 PAs are. Inform me on that, Ken. I might be completely oblivious to that, the first 3 PAs. But is Raised by Wolves worth watching? AJ asks. Yeah, I reviewed it yesterday, non-spoiler review. I thought the first episode was the strongest. Episode 2 and 3, and particularly 3, whenever a show gives you the first 3 episodes, normally the third episode is like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to come back next week to see what's coming next. It has some of that, but not that much. Like, it's a good show. To answer your question, I don't want to get too much into it. You can, check out my review if you guys want to. To answer your question, yes. If you are a sci-fi fan, if you like, how Ridley Scott kind of tackles, it's not Ridley Scott's show. It's another gentleman's show, but he's the executive producer and he directed the first 2 episodes. But if you like sci-fi, the conversation being had about who, aliens and androids and humanity and religion, the show tackles that, and it's visually stunning. The score is really epic in scale. It's beautifully shot. The mother character is phenomenal, very interesting character. So long-winded answer to say, yeah, it's worth checking out, AJ, if you are a big fan of sci-fi. Red Panda, favorite anime? I don't want, and Perk knows this. And AJ might know this too. I'm not a big anime person. I need to explore that avenue because I know there's a lot of great anime out there. But I'll go with Spirited Away comes to mind. Alita comes to mind, or not Alita. Akira comes to mind. So those are 2 probably my favorite of all time. And thank you for the question there, my good friend. Ken says, no, I meant Patterson. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, the Patterson Shyamalan. Yeah, it was a good film. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it too. Thoughts of the No Time to Die trailer? Pretty dope, man. That was like action packed. I've seen all the Daniel Craig Bond films. I own them all. I've seen a handful of most of the Brosnan's films. I've seen 1 or 2 Sean Connery films, Timothy Dalton's films. But this one, man, this looks like action-packed, old school James Bond in the sense of like the missiles coming out. And I don't know, man, it looks pretty awesome. And Ana de Armas looks badass, and or Remy Malik looks pretty cool as the villain. We'll see what his whole tie-in to Bond is. We'll see what happens there. But no, to answer your question, I thought the trailer was pretty dope, and I'm really looking forward to this. If if I get a chance to see it at the theater or whatever the case would be, drive in, that'll be my first Bond movie going experience. So hopefully things plan out for March or November, and I think it will come out. Do you think Marvel should cast a new Black Panther in the MCU? or write out the timeline RP Trevor. But yeah, like I said earlier, Triborough with VV's question, just out of his, honor and respect to his legacy of the character. I think me personally, I just want to have a little bit more time kind of removed from his tragic passing before I kind of conceptualize him being passing the mantle to Shuri, or whatever they may or may not do with the character, or we'll see what happens. But I haven't really, to be honest with you, I haven't really thought about it, just because it's still a week later, man. It's still like unbelievable. And then you hear other stuff that's come out last few days, like apparently, like, he thought a week before he passed away, he thought that he was going to be able to beat it, and was going to be able to put on, get back into the Black Panther kind of, workout regimen before he passed away. So, I mean, it's still just not even him playing the Black Panther, but just him as a human being, him as an actor. It's still I still can't believe it. But like I said, same with VV, just respectively, Triborough. I'm not in the right mindset to answer that question quite yet, but we'll see what happens with that decision that Marvel does. AJ reacts, Suicide Squad or Kissing Booth? Suicide Squad, easily. The Kissing Booth is like, I have fun watching those films just because it's like, literally, I don't know. I've reviewed the first or the second Kissing Booth. I didn't review the first one on my channel. You can check out my thoughts on it. But to answer your question, AJ, I will watch Suicide Squad like 10 times. I would pick that film 10 out of 10 times to answer your question. But what is your favorite Disney film, not Pixar? Probably Lion King, and then more recently, I love Wreck-It Ralph. So, but overall, Lion King for sure. Tony says, "How long do you think that COVID will last?" I don't know. Hopefully, not much longer. I don't follow that much of the news regarding what's going on with coming up with a antidote or whatever the case may be. But I know there's still places around the U.S. that's still kind of in a bad spot. New York, LA, things of that nature. So hopefully by the top of next year, we get some news about an antidote, a vaccine, is that nature. And, as they progress that, it comes out, it becomes available to the public. And I don't know, hopefully with less than 6 months, fingers crossed at best. But yeah. Have you seen New Mutants yet? No, I have not. And I may check it out if it hits a drive-in, because again, I didn't see Tenet at the big screen. Again, for all those that are just tuning in, and by the way, if you're just tuning in, thank you so much. Again, as you can see in the description of this video, the title, this is a celebration of 3 years of being on this YouTube platform for Movie Files. This is a 5,000 thank you to you all for supporting this channel, live stream, but also a live Q&A. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. If you haven't already, also subscribe. Definitely subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell so you know I'm seeing my new content. And like the little banner says but below, if you guys want to, you don't have to. Streamlabs are open, PayPal's open, Super Chats are open. But the best thing you can do for this channel is support it by giving us a thumbs up and continue dropping these awesome questions in the comment section. So I really appreciate you guys. Favorite 3D movie? Avatar. Probably Avatar. Karen, what's going on? Ooh, hello. Nice haircut, Elliot. Thank you, Karen. It was time. It was time to get this cut. But thank you, Karen, for stopping by. AJ reacts to Project X or The Binge. Project X. I did not like The Binge, AJ. I don't know if you saw my review for that film. I really disliked that film. I thought it was so cliche. I said in my review, we've seen Superbad, Booksmart a billion times before those two films came out, which, by the way, Superbad is my favorite comedy of all time, just in case someone asks me that question later. But, we've seen that story told a billion times. But what I like about those two films were the characters, and you felt the chemistry between, Caitlin Devers and Phoebe or Jonah Hill's sister. I can't think of her name right now. You saw the chemistry between them. You saw the chemistry between Michael Cera and Jonah Hill. But this movie was just flat on so many levels. But I legit like Project X. I think that's a really fun kind of coming of age party film. And we got Ken with the super chat. Thank you so much, Ken. Again, guys, you don't have to, but if you want to, as Ken just did, donating the $5 to this channel. Again, this doesn't go in my pockets by any means. This goes towards this particular channel. I got a lot of things in the works, with this 5,000 milestone that I've just passed. more of the live streams, more things being added to the channel, more things coming pretty soon. So that money that Ken just donated, again, thank you so much, Ken. I really appreciate it. But if you guys want to, you can do what Ken did, super chats. We got PayPal, we got Streamlabs, but we also have a thumbs up, which is free of charge and really goes a long way. But thank you so much for the donation. So to answer your question, my friend, he says rank all Quentin Tarantino movies. All right, I'm gonna take that challenge, Ken. I'm gonna do it for you, buddy. Let me pull up QT's filmography. I don't want to miss any because I know sometimes they count that one film. Kill Bill is like one film, so I'm gonna pull it up here for you, buddy, and give you my list here from top or from my least favorite to favorite. So let's see. I'm gonna go with Death Proof as my least favorite. Looking at it now, The Hateful Eight. Okay. Damn. I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I love these other films more. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Then I'm gonna go with Kill Bill Volume 1. Then I'm gonna go with Jackie Brown. Then I'm going to go with Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill Volume 2, Inglourious Bastards, and Django. That's my top 9. That's my top 9. I don't even, is that 9? But that's my list, man. I'm a big QT fan. Like I say, even those ones at the bottom, Death Proof and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, films I enjoy for what they are, especially Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I really enjoy that film. But, and I'm sorry, Once Upon a Time or Death Proof, Hateful Eight, and then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But everything else, like I just mentioned, are really, like, I love those films, especially, like I said, Kill Bill Volume 2. I really enjoy. I'm sorry, 2. I like 1 more than 2, and then I really enjoy Django's my favorite, man. I love Django. That's like my favorite Quentin Tarantino film. But obviously, Inglourious Bastards and so on and so forth. So a great director, man. But again, Ken, thank you so much for the super chat. Again, guys, if you want, you can donate. If you don't worry about it. You can give this video a thumbs up, and it goes even further in my eyes because it supports the channel. So thank you guys so much. And thank you, Ken. Triborough, favorite Chadwick Boseman film, probably 42. That was my first time being exposed to Chadwick Boseman back in 2013. And I thought he was just phenomenal in that role. Like when I saw that movie, I'm like, this is someone to keep an eye out for. And obviously, as history shows, from The Get Up to, obviously everything else he did, from Third Girl Marshall to Black Panther and everything on, he's just a great actor. So yeah, 42 for me is my favorite Chadwick film. And again, rest in peace to the legendary Chadwick Boseman. Karen, hey, Elliot, congrats on the 3 years and subs. Was wondering if you heard the rumors or saw the photos that Starro is the villain in Suicide Squad. If so, your thoughts. Love the cut, by the way. Thank you very much. Again, guys, I had to get a cut because the hair was like weighing me down. The beard, for those at home that have beards, when you have a pretty decent sized beard, you get food in you get beards in your mouth, there's hair everywhere. Literally everywhere. I mean, I have a dog who sheds like crazy, and it was due. But either way, thank you for the congratulations and everything. But to answer your question, yes, I have seen those rumors and I have seen those photos. And to answer your question, Starro is a very obscure, which fits the tone of this film so far with Polka Dot Man and Ratcatcher 2. It just fits the tone, right? But no, I think that's a really interesting character. And obviously there's been speculation that Taika Waititi might be voicing the Starro character. But for those that aren't too familiar with Starro, it is a gigantic squid star looking fish that's like huge, like literally huge. Like if you guys have seen, Watchmen and the squid from that universe, not that big, but it's scale wise, it's kind of that big. And its powers, it's not a he or she, its powers is a mind control. So in those photos that Karen's referring to is, he or she, the creature puts the stars on their faces and controls these people. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that character and seeing the visual effects. Cause we all know visually effects wise, James Gunn does a great job, and particularly with the Guardians movie. So, and maybe it'll look like the creature from the Guardians too, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I think that villain is on par with the absurdity and the craziness of the film that we're going to be getting next year. Yes, the haircut. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Paranormal Activities. Yes, the Paranormal Activities movies 1, 2, and 3 are really legit for me. Have you seen Mulan? No, random nerd, not quite yet. But like I said earlier, I'm hoping to check it out tonight. A late screener, let's just say, coming out soon. Oh, PA films. That's what you were talking about. I got you. I got you, bro. I got you. I got you. When you were talking about the PA. Yo, Luke. What's up, brother? Is Luke, I know you follow the NBA, man. I don't know who's your team, though. Is your team, are you happy with the semifinals with the Rockets and Lakers? You got Miami and who's Miami playing? Milwaukee and Boston, Toronto. And then who else is out west? I'm drawing a blank on the other teams. LA. But either way, who's your favorite team? Is your team still in the playoff, man? I'm a diehard Lakers fan because of Kobe's my favorite player of all time. So I'm rooting for the Lakers, just in case you ask, Luke. But let me know if your team's still in it to win it, my friend. Is Charlie Kaufman's film worth it? I hear it isn't for anyone, and typically those movies are made for me. So yeah, I saw the movie they're referring to is I'm Thinking of Ending Things, which is based on the novel, which I haven't read, but I've heard some really great things about it. But for me personally, again, you guys can check out my review for I'm Thinking of Anything, which just came out on Netflix today, actually. But I saw it last week. Little humble brag there, but no, I enjoyed it. I actually really loved it. If I'm being honest with you, I discovered Jessie Buckley for the first time. I didn't see Wildwood, and she's in another film. And I know she's going to be in season 4 of Fargo. Jessie Buckley is incredible, an incredible actress, and she just is so mesmerizing in this film. And Jesse Pigmans, who is just phenomenal in everything he's in. Tony Collette and so on and so forth. It's a great, I enjoy it. And I'm like you, it's a very obscure, it's not for everyone. Again, Charlie Kaufman's films are very, John Malkovich, Spotless Mind. I mean, he has some very intellectual films that speak to a lot of the psyches of being in a relationship and what it means to be in a relationship and the people involved in a relationship and family. And it's just a lot of stuff that he tackles. But I loved it, but I know it's not going to be for everyone, to be honest. Stormfront. Yes, if we're talking about which I did see the first 3 episodes of the Boys, which check out my review for that. First 2 episodes, episode 3 was fantastic, and I'm glad that we're back. And Stormfront is amazing. That good that you're not a Jehovah's Witness. Our high control doomsday cult religion. Trust me, be thankful you weren't a witness, because I used to be one of. Yeah, I not to get too into like personal stuff or religion stuff, but yeah, I was gonna. No offense to anyone, is a Jehovah's Witness that's watching this. It just wasn't for me. But yeah, religion. Crazy. Are you going to be playing the new Avengers game? To answer your question, my friend, no, man. Unboxing, I was a big gamer growing up, dude. Like I used to game like for money in high school, Madden, 2K, Call of Duty. We used to get it in, man. And I used to be a literally hardcore gamer. But college came around, bills came around, all that stuff. And I just kind of put it on the back burner. So it's been like legit 5 years since I was a gamer. But, we'll see. PS5 coming along. That's some really interesting titles. And there's some really interesting games coming out in the next few years that I'm really looking forward to. So we'll see, man. But I'm not going to be playing this one anytime soon. But who knows what the future holds, man. But I saw you beat it in like a day. Kudos to you, man. I hope you enjoyed it. For anime, a great place to start is I've heard that's on my list. Red Panda, that is on my list, man. I will definitely be checking that out. I'm gonna eventually just go head first into anime. That I definitely got to check that out. G Money, there's nothing to do with movies but NBA playoff predictions. Yeah, so again, let me look up the list. Like I said, I'm rooting for the Lakers. RIP Kobe. Purple and gold all day, baby. NBA playoffs. So I think LeBron and them are going to win the chip. Anthony Davis and LeBron are just balling right now. So to kind of go round by round, I think Boston's going to beat Toronto, the champions of last year. I think the Heat's going to beat the Bucks. So I see the Heat beating the Celtics. So I got Heat coming out of the East. And then out West, I see the Nuggets don't stand a chance to the Clippers. They blew them out yesterday versus the Lakers. So that's going to be the LA matchup that everyone's been waiting for. Clippers versus Lakers. I got the Lakers in 7. And then I got the Lakers beating the Heat in 6. So LA. winning the chip and LeBron bringing a championship to LA in honor of Kobe Bryant. So that's my predictions for you, G Money. Favorite era of film, TV shows. Favorite era of films, probably the 80s, between the 70s and the 80s. Even though I'm a 90s kid, there's some great 90s stuff, but I'll probably go with the 80s because I'm a big horror fan, and a lot of the iconic horror films came out back then. And I'm not saying that other decades or eras didn't, but I'll go with the 80s. And then TV shows, probably now, if I'm being honest with you, Triborough. I mean, there's some great TV in the last few decades, but this renaissance of TV, man, when you're seeing these big movie stars transitioning over to TV, film writers, film directors really getting their hands on these great TV characters and stories. So I would say now, if I'm being honest with you, Triborough. But if not now, probably the 90s for me for TV shows. Let's hope. Favorite Martin Scorsese film, if any. What's going on, Jay? Thank you for stopping by tonight, man. Favorite Martin Scorsese film is Goodfellas, 1990. Goodfellas is my favorite. After that, probably Wolf of Wall Street is up there. But yeah, for me, it's definitely Goodfellas. Love that film. Are you excited to see Mandalorian season 2 trailer soon? Yeah, very excited. I love the Mandalorian first season, and I would predict. I'm surprised we didn't get it. It might be tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a trailer tonight with the release of Mulan and the playoffs. That wouldn't surprise me. Like randomly, that we get a trailer for that. Happy anniversary! Thank you. Pixar Disney fan 2000. Hey Ellie, how you doing? By the way, like I said, going back to the happy anniversary for you guys to see in the title. We might as well address it now, man. The 3-year journey. It has been a journey, man. 2017, September 4th. My first review on this channel was for It Chapter 1. It was like a super long, like drawn out review. But, as the years went by, where we are today, it's just like, and you guys know it's been part of this community, which I thank you so much for being part of this community. Whenever I do something, man, I try to commit myself to it. So, it took a while to kind of balance work life, which, that's what pays the bills, keeps the lights on, keeps the internet on, all that stuff. So it was kind of hard balancing doing reviews and staying consistent the first year and a half, 2 years of running this channel. But man, I remember it like it was yesterday because it was almost yesterday. No, in October of 2019, man, when the Joker came out, I was like, you know what? It was kind of slowing down at work a little bit. And I'm like, you know what? This is really where my passion lies in regards to talking to you all, talking movies, talking TV shows. So October 2017, man, I covered 8 shows at once. I was covering, I remember when The Mandalorian dropped, there was 4 shows that I watched every Friday for 2 months. It was The Mandalorian on Fridays. It was everything on Apple TV Plus. So it was C, Servant. I Know This Much Is True, or I Know This Much True. What was the other show? Dickinson. I was watching 5 shows every single Friday and pumping out content. And then from there, it went from Watchmen. It went from The Outsider. It went from all the Netflix shows, season 2, the movies on Netflix. And I just, since October last fall, man, on this channel consistently 5-6 videos a week, sometimes 7 videos a week, and just kept putting out content and having a great time doing so. So it's been a journey, it's been a ride, and thank you for the happy anniversary. But also, like I said, 5,000 subscribers. I still can't wrap my mind around it because literally 3 years ago, I would have just been happy with 5 subscribers, let alone 500 to 1,000 to now 5,000. And literally, man, just want to keep propelling this channel to new heights and doing more live streams and doing more new content, like open discussion content, and doing obviously more reviews. And we talked about it earlier, more film festivals. For the first time ever, again, this growth of this channel, I was able to cover my very first film festival, Fantasia Film Festival, which you guys can check out my reviews for a lot of those independent films. And I got more coming pretty soon, but that opened the door for that, opened the door for screeners. Never in a million years would I thought I would be able to get screeners. I'm literally talking to people that work within Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, HBO, Disney, so on and so forth. I got a bunch of screeners that I have from, a bunch of films coming out this fall, that I really can't talk about. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I got, coming in the pipeline. So I would have never imagined being able to have the opportunity to watch films early, talking about it with you all. So the 5,000 subscribers means so much to me. And being at this point that we are now, I just want to continue that momentum and just continue to grow this channel and continue to meet awesome people that I've been doing in this journey so far. So again, this is a thank you guys. Thank you. Tony Movie, I have no question. Might be old, but what's your thoughts on Martin Scorsese saying that Marvel films are not cinema, and Francis Ford Coppola calling them despicable. Hey, man, to each his own. I don't agree with that, their comments, but they're cut from a different cloth. They come from another generation, and it's sometimes ignorance is bliss, and they don't really. It doesn't work for them, and Marvel films don't work for everyone. But to call them despicable and not cinema, whatever. I respect those guys. They're two great filmmakers, phenomenal. Some of my favorite movies of all time, but I disagree with them. But that's the beauty of movies. We can all disagree and be respectful about it. When you start some stuff despicable and all this stuff, that stuff's unnecessary. But to each their own. To each their own. I still have mad respect for both of those directors, even though they don't have respect for content that I'm a fan of. G Money, I had the Bucks beating the Clippers in the finals, but now I'm not sure about the Bucks. Well, apparently the Bucks are winning, which doesn't mean much, but I think the Bucks. I don't think they have enough firepower, at least on the perimeter, to match up with the Heat. I think the Heat's backcourt is just so much faster and quicker, and defensively speaking, I think they're doing a really good job on Giannis. So my little ESPN basketball hat. I used to be a big basketball player growing up, sports wise, played football, basketball for most of my high school and some of my college life. So yeah, love talking sports, love talking it. What do we have here? Oh no, way low on Kill Bill 1. LOL JK, nice list. Thank you, Ken. Would you rather name your child Job or I'll go with Job, because Steve Jobs. I don't know. The other one, Burritz, doesn't sound right. Doesn't roll off the tongue right. So I'll go with Job. Django, yeah, man, that's my number one for sure. I love Django, man. I freaking love that film. Django. Noah or Bortos. If you're referring to Dark, I'm going with Noah, because I thought Noah, as we know who Noah was in that show. Shout out to Dark, by the way. I'll go with Noah. I love Noah as a name, and I also love Noah as a character. More. Thank you, V. I appreciate it, Vieira, in regards to that donation. Again, you guys don't have to, but if you want to, that money goes to this channel. But super chats are available. Streamlabs are available, PayPal's available, but also thumbs ups are available. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up. But thank you so much for the super chat. She didn't even have a comment. She just wants to support the channel, and I appreciate that. So thank you so much for the donations, guys, and these awesome questions. Have you ever seen the anime written among Death Note? Yeah, I've seen Death Note, not the anime. I saw that. The live action on Netflix, I did not like that. Who was that? That wasn't Mike Flanagan. That was Adam Wingard, I think, directed. I did not like that film at all. I don't watch anime, but Death Note. Yeah, I gotta watch it. I definitely gotta watch it. I like it more than Dark. Dark, the TV. Okay, I'm gonna have to check out the TV show then, because I love Dark. It's my favorite show of all time. If you're not recommending, yeah, I'll definitely put that on the list. My friend. Luke says Homeland or Stormfront. Well, we've only got 3 episodes of Stormfront. And if you're referring to like power set, Homelander. If you're referring to character, Homelander still. But the third episode for me is when Stormfront. Again, check out my review. But the third episode is my favorite out of the first 3 that we got. Unlike Raised by Wolves that we talked about earlier, where I thought the third episode was the weakest. But yeah, seeing Stormfront and seeing her complexity and who she is as a person in episode 3 was really great. So I'm going with Homelander across the board, but there's room for Stormfront to take over potentially. But she'll have to, do some more stuff. Like, I don't know, killing people on a plane, or I don't know, killing Madeline and staring her in her eyes and doing some really despicable stuff. So she has a lot of big shoes to fill to overthrow Homelander as my favorite character. But Stormfront so far is fantastic. My teams are Luke, how did you come about liking the Knicks? Being a Knicks fan, man, mad respect. I mean, obviously the Knicks has a great history of phenomenal players, but man, it's been rough. I feel for you, my friend. I feel for you, but hopefully they'll turn things around with who would they pick up? Tom Thibodeau as the coach. So hopefully they'll turn things around next year. Hellbound Heart. I love Paranormal Activity. Yeah, Marked Ones was a really good film, man. I really enjoyed that, to be honest with you. It wasn't my favorite out of the 7 that they made, but it was definitely in line with the first 3, which I really enjoyed. Favorite pro wrestler besides The Rock? Probably either Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, or Stone Cold. I just love their Shawn Michaels, I love him and that whole Attitude Era and Generation X and Triple H and all them. But Undertaker, obviously one of the greatest ever. Lace it up, the shoes. But Stone Cold, man, yeah, man, I love Stone Cold. But yeah, those are some of my. And I just love the stage presence they had, the way they worked the mic. But Shawn Michaels, probably technically speaking, was probably out of all those, besides maybe the Undertaker, but yeah, Shawn Michaels, I really enjoy him. So those are some of my top tier wrestlers from back in the day. But like you said, The Rock is by far my favorite. And those guys really aren't even like the most technically savvy, like well-known, like hand-to-hand wrestlers, but I just love their presence and their mic skills. But I was rooting for the Mavericks because of Porzingis. Yeah, from being. Yeah, I figured that much from you, Luke. And yeah, that was, man, I don't know if Porzingis would have been healthy and they would have, my boy Luka would have never hurt his ankle and Porzingis with his knee. I don't know, man. I think they could have beat the Clippers, man, to be honest with you. But the future's looking bright for him for next year. Unboxing says thoughts on John Boyega going against Disney. It's great. It is great. I mean, this man has so much to lose, but again, it goes to show you him as a character, man. And I know some people say he doesn't give an F. Like, no, this is purposeful. This is purposefully spoken word that he's saying. This is not just like, oh, I'm just throwing out there. I don't want, like, he means to say this. He wants change. And if you want change, you got to be about that change. You got to speak up to the overlords that are Disney. I love me some Disney. Don't get me wrong, but kudos to John Boyega, man. And I mad respect for him for speaking his mind. And it's the truth. It's not like he's speaking out of line. He's not just making this up. He's not pulling out his ass. This is true stuff that Disney did when it comes to diversity and how they kind of presented the minorities of the Disney universe. So yeah, man, kudos to him, man. I'm a huge John Boyega fan. I love that he's speaking the truth. Now rooting for Miami. Man, Miami is deep, man. I love that squad, especially Jimmy Buckets. I'm from Chicago, so seeing him, being a big fan of D Wade, who's from Chicago as well. So yeah, man, the Heat. I like their team a lot. I like the Heat. Miami, glad to hear it. Heard nothing but good things about. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. It's a very conversational type movie, but it's a great movie in my opinion. So definitely worth checking out. We got Tony Movie saying here, a hot take, everyone. I'm honest, like them all the paranormal movies, yes, including that's awesome. Not a hot take, man. They're great films. Some of them more so than others, but I'm glad you like them all. I still haven't seen Ghost Dimension because I wasn't. I don't know. I was at that point when that film came out. I was burnt out of the paranormal films, and we'll see what comes of the remake. Apparently in 2022, but I'm glad you like them. They're fun films. The first three are fantastic. Being a Knicks fan ain't easy. 8th pick. You should not believe the palm, but I say the lottery pick. Yeah, man. That's that is tough being a Knicks fan. Really tough. Heat all the way. Yeah, the Heat's dope. Like I said, I want to see the Heat versus the Lakers in the finals. I think that might come true potentially. Have you got to head out, unfortunately, but we'll definitely be back. Elliot, discover you through Griffith's channel, and we'll definitely be keeping the content. Oh, thank you. Yeah, man. Again, this is going back to the 3-year anniversary of the 5,000 subs. You know what's come of the 3 years and what's come of the growth of the channel is doing collaborations with people like Griffin, man, who I've been a fan of from Film Speak. Really cool dude, really awesome person. It's been fantastic and awesome and really honoring to be able to talk to him and be on his channel every week to talk about Lovecraft Country, being on his film forum platforms before doing Q&As. He's an awesome dude. Check him out on YouTube, guys. He is a very well-spoken, awesome dude, journalist. He has a lot of great opinions on films and TV shows. So, interacting with him, Sharana from Pay or Wait recently, Kristen, Jared, the people over at Film Speak or Levels of Geek, David from Flix Talk, the guys over at Talking TV. The list goes on and on and on in regards to the people I've been able to interact with in the last few months. And it's been an honor and a privilege to share conversations with these amazing content creators. And there's so many other people that I can think of that I've been able to communicate with in these last 3 years that I've created this channel, and it's been awesome. So yeah, glad you found me, and thank you for the congratulations. Let's see here. Unboxes. I gotta get going. Yeah, I know you got a lot of movies to watch. Unboxes. So thank you so much for congratulations on the channel, and thank you so much, man. Enjoy those films tonight, man. And we'll be talking soon. Unboxing. Take care, buddy. 5K. I hope you hit another 5K. Yeah, man. That's the goal. That's the goal, Jay. Is to continue to have this channel grow, and it's all all you guys that's helping this channel grow. I could put out my videos and this, that, and the other, but it's you all giving a thumbs up, sharing it, commenting on the videos, and all that fun stuff that helps this channel grow. So 5,000 more is the goal, man. And I'm so thankful to be where I'm at now with this channel, but definitely some big things in the works. How do you feel about The Godfather 3 getting the director's cut finally? We'll see. We'll see. Because the third one is, not the strongest in my opinion. From what I've heard, because I haven't seen The Godfather. So that's I guess a hot take, as you said earlier, Tony. I have yet to see it, so I have to check those films out. But I've heard it's the weakest of the three. So if it director's cut, I can't speak on it because I haven't seen the original cut. So, but I hear that it's going to be more emotional and take out some stuff that really didn't work for some people. So that's always good. Do you like The Boys? Just start watching it, really enjoying it as a superhero horror hybrid. Yeah, I watched The Boys for the first time last month, did a full 20-something minute breakdown of the characters, my thoughts on the show, and what I hope to see in the inevitable season 2, which premiered today, which I was kind of lukewarm on the first 3 episodes. I really enjoyed the third one, but the first 2 was a little lackluster for me personally. But yeah, I really enjoyed The Boys, to answer your question. I think it's a fantastic show. Homelander and The Butcher are my 2 favorite characters. I think it's a great take on the superhero genre. It's obviously a comic book first, but I love the corporate nature, the political side of them being superheroes, and how they can be taken by the companies and commercials, stuff like that. So yeah, I really enjoy that show, and I'm excited for seeing what the rest of season 2 has to offer. And obviously they got greenlit for season 3 most recently. So I'm a big fan of it, but also Umbrella Academy, Doom Patrol. It's a lot of great superhero shows out there, and The Boys is definitely one of them. There he is, guys. The legend himself, JB, J Buck Studios. Congrats on the 5,000, sir. Looking fresh. Thank you, JP. Thank you, man. Thank you. What goals do you have for the rest of your 2020? And what is your goal for the channel or as a film critic? So some great questions. Again, guys, this guy is awesome, man. Like I said, I've been able, going back to the growth of the channel, being able to go on his channel, him being on collaborating on the film festival that we did last week, man, he's such a cool guy, such a funny guy, a lot of great content on his channel. So definitely support JB, guys. But yeah, to answer your question, man, the rest of this year, there is a lot more stuff I want to pump out in regards to content. Obviously there's the standard movie reviews, TV reviews, but crossing the 5,000 mark, I really want to start implementing more lives. I've been doing lives for the last 4 months with the Q&As and the watch-alongs and having deep dives into certain shows like Dark. I had some amazing people on the Dark panel when we talked about Dark for 2 hours on Netflix. We did that for The Outsider and a couple devs, and so on and so forth. So more open discussion, dialogue panels that I want to do. And I don't know. I don't want to say a show, but I want to do something more live based where it's just like, not like weekly news, but just kind of an open forum, open discussion type of panel, different guests from all different parts of YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. So something like that for the rest of this year, implementing something like that. And then as far as the goal, man, it's just film criticism is definitely fun for me, man. I don't know if that leads into, being an official film critic, whether that be on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, it's just the channels where I'm really focusing a lot of my energy on, and we'll see what that becomes of that. But yeah, definitely having this channel become just a place where people can be themselves, have open discussions about movies, TV shows, and maybe whatever's going on in the world during that time, and just being a safe haven for people just to express themselves and not be judged and not be criticized and not feel like there's open forum for them being diverse, being a woman, being a man, being gay, being straight, whatever the case may be. It's just an open channel to have fun, to discuss movies and shows and everything in between. So that's the goal, my friend. But thank you, JB, for the great question, man. Congratulations. Thank you, YB. Appreciate it, my friend. G Money, you should make a sports channel. Yeah, that would be interesting. I don't watch as much sports as I used to, so I don't know if I'll be able to talk more than just like basketball. I still follow NFL. I'm not too really into college sports like I used to be. And yeah, I don't really follow soccer, hockey, or NASCAR or those sports. So I don't know if it will be that successful, but who knows what the future holds, man. Yankees, yep, that's my squad. Triborough. I don't know if we ever spoke about that, but the Yankees are my favorite baseball team of all time. Back in the '90s, growing up, seeing David Wells, David Cone, Derek Jeter is my favorite baseball player of all time. Obviously Mario Rivera. I mean, Martin Martinez. I mean, literally, I'm a huge Yankees fan, man. So yeah, the Yankees all day, my friend. Favorite Adam Wingard film. I'm really looking forward to his Godzilla film coming out next year, but Adam Wingard, probably just off top, I'll probably go with one of my favorite slasher films of his, which was why am I drawing a blank on it? Oh my goodness. You're Next. You're Next. I love You're Next. But let me pull up his filmography right quick just to see if I may be missing something. I know Death Note's not on that list because I did not like Death Note. Death Note. I'm sorry, You're Next. The Guest, Outcast. Haven't seen that. Blair Witch. Didn't see that. Death Note. Yeah, I'll go with You're Next. Even though I love The Guest too, but I'll go with You're Next for sure. All righty, but great question, man. What's your favorite Adam Wingard film, Ken? Just curious. Hoping the big movie theaters start investing in drive-in movie theaters. What do you think? Yeah, I think so, man. To speak to that, YB, and I'm going to talk to it more in my review tomorrow for Tenet, but I saw Tenet at the drive-in, and man, it's a pretty, besides when you see the video, there were some mishaps like rain and parking and all that stuff, but nonetheless, hearing it in my car stereo system, subtitles, which was great because I know some people, I don't know if people in the chat have seen Tenet, but I know people that saw it in the theater were complaining about the sound mixing and not being able to hear the character's dialogue, but being able to hear it, controlling the audio in my car and having subtitles was great. So yeah, man, I think they should invest more in drive-ins because I was pleasantly surprised. I haven't been to a drive-in like 15 years since yesterday, so I was a very happy customer last night seeing Tenet #1, but also the drive-in experience was pretty legit. Shawn Michaels will always be my number one. Yeah, Shawn Michaels, that comeback run. Yeah, man, Shawn Michaels is that dude. Sweet Chin Music. What was his move? Was it Sweet Chin Music or something like that? Yeah, I love Shawn Michaels, dude. Like I love Shawn Michaels, one of the best to ever do it. Well, Melo was and still is my favorite. Oh, okay, gotcha. Carmelo. So I'm surprised. Were you rooting for the Portland Trailblazers? Just curious. He is on the Knicks at the time, so I pledged my loyalty to the Knicks. Gotcha. If I could choose a team to support now, it would be the Mavs. Yeah, okay, I got you. That makes sense, man, because that was kind of my deal with Kobe. Growing up, I just loved Kobe's persona, his swagger. Back in the day when he was a young kid on the 18-year-old, one of the youngest to come straight out of high school before or after KG did, and with that came just my love for the Lakers because Kobe was he bled purple and gold, so I'm the same way. So I know where you're coming from. I definitely understand that. But Melo's a great player as well, so hopefully he can get things going in Portland. But yeah, I think the Mavs are such a great team in the future, man, especially Luka. Yeah, Luka Magic, man. Luka is no joke. No joke. Jay, go Lakers. Yes, sir. Let's go LA, man. Hopefully King James and AD can bring a trip back to LA in honor of Kobe, man. But I followed the Knicks so long and I'm in a long run. I know what you mean, man. It's sports. It's like sometimes you just like, my team sucks, but I've been with them so long. I might as well keep going. Tony says, what are your thoughts on Total Recall remake? Very underrated remake movie. Tony, we're good friends. I love your opinions. But that's another, I know you mentioned earlier the being a fan of all the paranormals, which I respect that. I respect your opinion on this one too, but I'm not a fan of the Colin Farrell remake. I did not like that film at all. Not at all, to be honest. What is your favorite guilty pleasure franchise minus Transformers? Guilty pleasure, man. That's an interesting concept and just a question within itself regarding, the terminology of guilty pleasure. Because if you like something, you like something, but I understand the concept. It's like, universally speaking, they're not well done films, but you just like them for what they are. But for me, I'll probably go with Fast and Furious, even though I know they're beloved and they're like huge box office successes, but I'll probably go with Fast and Furious. I've seen them all. I only own 5, 6, 7, and 8. I don't own the rest of them on Blu-ray. I actually have all those in Steelbook. So I'll go with Fast and Furious, and I actually really enjoy Hobbs and Shaw, so I'll go with that one. Hell yeah, man. Keep getting at it and pumping out the content. Yeah, man. I appreciate it, JB. You do the same, my friend. Your channel is continuing to grow. You got some great stuff on your channel. I know you got your new show with the show Soho cast that you're going to be doing. I love your poorly explained videos, and just all the stuff you do on your channel, your live streams, your reviews. Just a great guy. So same to you, my friend, and appreciate the support. Hellbound Heart. I'm absolutely pumped about the potential Hellraiser series. Hope they keep the aesthetics from the first two films. Yeah, did I might be totally making this up, but did they? Is that still going on? Or I thought someone was like sued for something. They put it on the back burners. I don't know. I might be totally making that up. But yeah, man. I hope they. I'm not a big fan of the first Hellraiser, if I'm being honest with you, Hellbound Heart, but I do love, like you said, the aesthetics, the practical effects of the centipedes, and obviously Hellraiser himself. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of that film per se, like the story and the characters and the love affair that they had in that film. The second one's pretty legit, but I don't like the first one. So, but yes, I hope the show has the same, aesthetics, like you said, as the new one. Mo, what's going on? Nice haircut. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate it. Even though I know you don't like when I go this low on the haircut, but I appreciate it, Mo. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great. What we got here? Ken says, as much as I love your next, your guess is my jam. Blair Witch is a very underrated sequel. Yeah, I haven't seen your Blair Witch, but I heard mixed reviews on it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, second close to your next is the guesses. Yeah, Dan Stevens is one of my favorite actors, dude. Like I love Dan Stevens. I love him in that film, and that's a really good film too. A really, really good movie. Team JVS, what's good? Movie Files, congrats on the 5,000. Enjoying your reviews, dope stuff. Thank you, JVS. Great channel, guys. These guys pump out content like there's no one's business. I mean, reviews galore. They have a great team over there. They have a lot of great content. So thank you so much, JVS, for stopping by. Congrats on the 3 years. Thank you, Mo, who was there from day one, starting this YouTube channel with me on the journey, on the reviews, the multiple takes that we used to do back in the day, and the fun times, to say the least, Mo. To say the least. Favorite pre 1970 film. Probably one of the Charlie Chaplin films. I used to watch a ton of those in college. So yeah, something in the Charlie Chaplin era. Probably I can't think of something off top, but yeah. I was all in on Charles Barkley guarantee. yeah, Charles and his hot takes, right? Yeah, I did not. Yeah, they were no way they were gonna beat the Lakers or the series wise. They beat them one game, obviously. What's your favorite foreign film? Favorite foreign film. Man, that's a good question. Maybe Old Boys up there. More recently, obviously, Parasite. Train to Busan is really high on my list. Peninsula, it is what it was with Peninsula, but Train to Busan is up there. Man, I don't know why I'm blanking on, but yeah, those are three that come to mind. Like I said, Train to Busan, Old Boy, are some that come to mind right now. But yeah, man, something I've been really wanting to implement more on my channel is reviewing international films, and I was able to do that with the film festival more recently. But seeking those out, there's a lot of great content around the world, whether it be from Korea, Australia, UK. It's just a lot of Canada. There's a lot of great South African films. So many great stuff out there. So yeah, Thor, come here. Dog's just running around the house like a psycho right now. I don't know if you guys can. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? What horror film would you make into a good series? You guys want to see Thor? He just got his haircut like his dad. Come here, buddy. Say hello to the folks. Come here. Oh, come here, buddy. Here he is. This is the guy. This is what it's all for, guys. This is what the YouTube channel is for. It's for this guy because he watches a lot of movies with me, a lot of TV shows. He's my number one critic, right, Thor? What horror film would you make into a good series? Think I'll do The Fog. I know the Dark Dark Tower. I would like to see that get turned into a series, as Mike Flanagan mentioned the other day. That would be pretty cool to see. So yeah, that comes to mind. Stephen King. Leadership TV. What do you think about John Davis Washington as leading tenant? So, to not get in too much, because I have my review dropping tomorrow for Tenet. I enjoyed the protagonist, John David Washington. I love his progression from Monsters to Men, Black Klansman, and in his film. So I think his performance was he has the charisma, the swagger of a leading man, and particularly a James Bond-ish type of character in the film. So I thought that he was great. He really led this film. He was the leader of the film. The protagonist in the film. I thought he was really solid. So check out my full thoughts coming tomorrow for Tenet. Spoiler-free thoughts tomorrow morning. Are you into the Criterion Collection? No, I'm not, unfortunately, but I want to get into it. I definitely do, but it's a blind spot of mine, if I'm being honest. But I definitely got to get into that Criterion. David, man, we talked about David a little bit earlier. Flicks Talks. This guy, man, we've been in working together for 2 years now, which is crazy, man. Doing the Black Panther review that we did on this channel. I think it was Black Panther, if I'm not mistaken. I know we did one for Infinity War. We did some for some horror films. So this is a good guy, man. This is like a legit friend that I would call a friend in the YouTube space, and a lot of friends on this stream that's been stopping by tonight. But yeah, David, man, what's up, brother? Want to stop by and show some love. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, my friend. Team JVS, the old boys, the original was really good. The remake, love Spike Lee, but Josh Brolin and Elizabeth Olsen, I wasn't a fan of that film. It had its moments, but I don't know, some things just don't need to be remade. As a classic, nice pick. Highly recommend you check out Portrait of I have not seen Portrait of a Lady on Fire. That is on my watch list. I got to check it out. I've heard some great things about it for sure. We got Thor. Yeah, Thor. Thor made an appearance. Yeah, I'm talking about you, bruh. That's my little guy there, guys. My little homie. Gotta go. But congrats again. Hopefully we do something together again. Yes, sir, Ken. Most definitely. So yeah, guys, we're about an hour and 15 into this thing, and I'm gonna probably another 15-20 minutes or so. Let me know any questions you guys have, any comments, any anything you guys think of. This is what this is about. It's a celebration of the 3-year anniversary. It's a celebration of the 5,000 subscribers, but it's also a Q&A. So anything and everything, drop your questions in the chat below. I did get some questions on Instagram that I'm gonna pull up here and answer. We got my boy Connor says, how have you checked out or have plans to check out the Studio Ghibli flicks? I've seen some Studio Ghibli flicks, and I have to check out more to answer your question, Connor. We got Mac Movie Review saying, do you see yourself ever doing becoming a director / producer? Funny enough, I've directed a couple films in my heyday, in my college days when I went to school for film and video. Mac, producer, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. So you never know when an opportunity presents itself, right? Someone comes to me like, "Hey, Elliot, you want to produce this next Christopher Nolan film?" No, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe, who knows what the future holds. But directed, no. And direction is really, really hard. I directed a couple films, and it is stressful. We have another question here. Were you passionate about films and television at a young age? Yes. That was from Senor at the Movies. Yeah, I was very passionate. Single child, had nothing to do but to watch TV and movies. So yeah, man, that was a very big passion of mine at a young age, and it stuck with me, man, all these years later. Team JBS, take care, brother. Have a blessed one, brother. Let me know if you ever want to discuss or chat movies, television, piece. Yeah, hey, man, I'm always down for it. Always down to collab with some great people, some like-minded people. So yeah, man, let's do it. Hit me up. Let's make it happen. For sure. But yeah, guys, again, man, just recapping this wonderful 3 years. It's been a journey. It has been an awesome journey, to say at least. Again, coming across some awesome people, talking about some of my favorite shows and movies, likes, dislikes of movies and shows, doing these live streams, doing these watch-alongs, collaborating with some incredible people has been incredible within itself. But then the opportunities that's come of that have been being able to be a part of film festivals, to be able to get access to early screeners. But like I said, the biggest thing that comes out of this channel is is you all, is the conversations we've had in the comments, the relationships we've built, over the years, and just the humbleness that comes with that, guys. Because again, it's a creative outlet for me, but it's also great to be able to comment on shows and having great conversations about shows and movies. So 3 years has been great, but then the 5,000 subscribers, just like the icing on the cake, man. Again, I never would have known 3 years ago that I would be able to be in this position now with 5,000 subscribers and continuing to grow as Thor is looking at me with those beautiful eyes. I'm not, get your toy, dude. I'm streaming, bro. You gotta get your toy. I love him, but he is could be very babyish at the age of 7. By the way, he still acts like a puppy. But yeah, the 5,000 subscribers, man, it's fantastic. It's humbling, and it's just keep going. Keep growing this channel and keep getting bigger and better things, more content creators on the channel, more open discussions about great things that we love. And yeah, man, the future is bright. The future is bright. Thor, you're going to have to get it, brother. You're going to have to get it. Let's see here. Giving me some mad attitude. Are you satisfied with the success of your channel so far? Or do you feel like you should be somewhere else? Found your channel through the Intercut podcast and love the channel ever since. That is awesome, man. Again, people finding me on Griffin's channel and so on and so forth has been great. It's been great being able to be on their platforms and voice my opinions and people coming over to my channel. So thank you so much. Do I feel myself up to success? Yeah, man, it was never at first, it was never like, oh man, I want to have this amount of subscribers. I want to have this, that, and the other. It was just more about just putting my thoughts out there and my opinions out there. But now, as the months and the years have gone by, it's become more of a serious thing with YouTube, right? So now it is like a matter of growing the channel, continuing to have more people, more diverse opinions, talking about more than just the big blockbusters and TV shows, is supporting the independent movies and shows and voicing my opinion on those and having people find these projects. So yeah, I think I'm beyond thankful from where I'm at in the channel. But like I said, just the continuing to grow and continuing to have some great people, meeting great people like you and collaborating with great people that I've done so far. So Thor, yeah, I'm not getting your toy, dude. But that's a great question, man. And like I said, I just want to continue to have this show grow and enter like those guys, Zach and Art from the Intercut podcast. They're great. I love those guys, man. They have so much great content, so much talent. And Zach, man, he's been a huge help from getting access to certain PRs for these early screeners and stuff like that. So I couldn't be more thankful for collaborating with them and hopefully more collaborations in the future, man. Have you ever watched Mystery Science Theater 3000? That sounds so familiar. I don't think I've seen it. Let me check this out, Jay. Ah, man, that sounds so familiar, but I'm not sure if I've seen it. I got to pull up like a poster or something of it. Mystery Science Theater 3000. Is that like an anime or something? Oh, yeah. I saw this back. This is, back in the late 80s. I've seen like one or two episodes of it. It's like it was episodic. Yeah. Yeah, I know these guys. Yeah, I've seen. I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I remember this back in the day when I was a youngin'. Hellbound Heart. Are you adapting? Are they adapting too many Stephen King book stories into films? No. I mean, yes and no. Like I think they've tried. They've succeeded in some projects. They've not succeeded in other projects. But I think Stephen King's such a great voice, such a great creator, content creator that he has some great stuff that I'd like to see on the big screen. So I don't think I think they've been more selective lately, whether that be Mike Flanagan taking on some things and some other great content creators taking on some things. So, but I mean, Stephen King is one of the greatest when it comes to horror. So I think hopefully they just be more selective and not botch projects and not rush projects. So, because he's one of the greatest storytellers of our time. Got the same question. Okay, cool. So yeah, guys, we're gonna go for another 8 minutes. Get it right at the hour and a half mark, and then I'm gonna call it a night. But again, man, it's It's been a hell of a journey. It's been a great journey these last 3 years, and I could be more thankful and happier to be able to interact with you guys on a pretty much a day-to-day basis at this point with the reviews and all that stuff we do on this channel. But yeah, man, like I said, the future's bright. I want to start implementing a lot more things on this channel, guys. Like I said, more lives, more open discussions. Bringing back the watch alongs. Like I said earlier, I think the watch alongs may be on a bit of a break this month because, man, since April, I do like 5 watch alongs, or 5. Well, sometimes 5 because I do them more than just on weekdays because I cover TV shows. So it's been watch along galore, and I've had such a great time. Excuse me. Interacting with the people, the panel of people that I have on those watch alongs, and just great conversation. So they'll definitely be back, especially for October. But continue to watch along, continue these Q&A, but implementing some other things on the channel in the near future that I really have some bright things coming to you all. So yeah, that's going to be some great things coming. So hopefully you guys are excited for the future of this channel. And then of course more movie reviews, TV reviews galore. Like literally just this month alone, it's probably like 7 shows I'm going to be covering on this channel and a bunch of movies. So it's going to be a fun month, to say the least. How are you? Hope you are doing okay. I am doing great. How are you doing? I hope you are doing okay. Mo, but thank you for stopping by, and thank you for asking me how I'm doing. How are you doing? Let me know if you have any other questions, because I'm gonna be wrapping it up here in 6 minutes. And as I wrap it up, like I said, Thor is just completely going crazy as he's chewing on his bed. Thor, cut it out, buddy. But yeah, guys, again, this 3 years of movie files. Jeez, it has been flying by. 5,000 subscribers. Can't be more thankful. The collaborations, the all the stuff that we've been doing on this channel has been just great for me personally, on a personal level. Just meeting some great people and interacting with you all in the comments has just been fantastic, to say the least. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna wrap it up here. But again, for everyone that commented, asked a question, stop by to say what's up, compliment the haircut, gave a super chat, gave the video a thumbs up. It means a lot, guys, because again, this internet space can be the wild west. You come across some interesting people, to say the least, some great people. And then I'm not going to say necessarily not so great people, but just people that might be struggling in life and just don't have the creative outlet or the love in their life, that they spew hate sometimes on comments and on the internet. So you come across those people, and all you do is just hope them, you play with them sometimes, you get back at them, smart comments. I never take those comments to heart, by the way. I used to when I started, but nowadays I'm just like, who knows what that other person's going through, and they just are just being who they are, maybe, but it's been great doing this YouTube space, because again, like I said, meeting some great people, talking about some things I love with TV and shows and movies. And like I said, the best part is meeting some great people and collaborating with some great people, and there's a lot of collaborations coming pretty soon. So I'm more than thankful to be able to have the outlet to voke my opinions on things and meet some great people. Speaking of a great person, we got Eve in the chat saying, Elliot, what's up, Eve? I'm about to wrap it up in about 4 minutes, Eve. So let me know if you have a great question, because I know you got some really great questions. But Eve is another person. We have some amazing supporters on this channel. JB, Ken, David, Luke, and Hellbound Heart. I mean, there's been so many great people in today's chat, and it's been on this channel for a while. That's seen me on other people's channel and it came over to my channel. So thank you for the 3 years, for the 5,000 subscribers. And here is a toast to the next 3 years, to the next hopefully 5,000 subscribers in that time, or even more, if I'm be humbled enough and blessed enough to continue to have this channel grow. So like I said, cheers to you guys at home, because you are the real MVPs. Thank you. What do we have here? Hellbound Heart. Looking forward to the next level. Yeah, and I was in the process of shooting it. I had my notes ready. I don't know, man. I was just like in one of those like weird, I couldn't say what I want to say. Like it was like the most frustrating thing. By the way, for a little behind the scenes of how I shoot videos, I do a lot of one takes. Like I don't do a lot of edits in my reviews and whatnot. It's like literally just all like, sometimes I do notes for TV shows when it's like something like Lovecraft Country, but most of the time I'm just like off the top, more, just letting my thoughts out. But for whatever reason, man, I was shooting my review for Lovecraft Country and I was just like, blah, 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 blah. Like I couldn't get out what I wanted to say. So I'm going to probably shoot it after this and have that video up for you guys for Sunday, which has been, I can't wait to talk about episode 4. I can't wait to get you guys' opinions on episode 4 because it was a very interesting episode to say the least. What else do we have? Dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much. The super chat, $19.99, man. Thank you. They left a comment here. Cheers. Again, you coming over from Griffin's show, as you said earlier, or I'm sorry, from Intercut podcast and coming over to my channel, check out my content. Thank you so much. But also thank you for the donation again. All that goes to this channel. And like I said, I got a lot of things in the works for this year and into next year. But thank you so much for the super chat, man. That means a lot. Like I said, so the best thing you could do for me on this channel is give the video a thumbs up, comment, share the videos or whatnot. But when you donate to the channel, which again goes to this channel, it means a lot. And I mean that, man. So thank you so much for the donation and thank you for the comments, stopping by tonight, migrating from those great content creators over at Intercut Podcast, who are, like I said, I'm such big fans of Zach and Art, and then coming over here and then super chatting it up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank Ken. Thank everyone that donated tonight. Thank everyone that stopped by tonight. Huge. We got another 45 seconds so before I call it night. Just watch a review on the new Ted Lasso review. Really enjoy the TV show. Yeah, Ted Lasso is so underrated, man. I really love that show. I'm a huge soccer fan and stay in the US. LOL. Can't wait to see the coming episodes. Yeah, I'm a big fan, Mo, of that show too, and I hope more people find it. We're getting season 2, hopefully sooner rather than later. But I really enjoyed Ted Lasso, and I'm glad you've been enjoying it just as much as I have. Also, have you watched any? Yeah, Mo, I saw Tenet yesterday. I shot my review today. Review's coming tomorrow. Morning, afternoon, we'll see. But the video has been edited, has been uploaded. I just got to, put some, all that YouTube stuff, tags and all that stuff. But yeah, review will be coming. I saw it yesterday and you'll see what I thought about it. But we got Charborough. Love your reviews of Lovecraft, one of my favorite new shows. Yeah, man, I'm loving that show as well. And I'm glad you're enjoying those reviews, Charborough. I'm about to shoot my review for the 4th one tonight. Great work. You've kept me sane during this quarantine with your consistent uploads and have put me onto a bunch of great shows and movies. Not only did you give a great, some great stuff about how you came over to the channel, then you donate, and then you have a great comment like this. So thank you so much. I'm so glad that I've been keeping you sane. You guys have been keeping me sane, if I'm being honest. Being able to interact with you all and consistently have something to look forward to, a movie or a show, whatever the case may be. So thank you so much for the donation, for the comments, and more reviews coming soon. And I'm glad you're liking the reviews and supporting the channel. Thank you so much. As well as kept me away from yes, that is true. There are some stinkers out there, unfortunately, but I'll take the bullet. I'll bite the bullet and let you all know if the show is worth watching or not. Eve says, just wanted to drop by and say you're amazing. Thank you for delivering great content and being a great person. Eve, you're a great person, and thank you for being on the channel on a watch along. We chat in the DMs about movies and shows, and you're a great person as well. So Eve, you are awesome, and thank you so much. And you're supportive, Eve, and I thank you guys. So I think we want to end it on that note. What a great stream. Lisa, I hope you guys had a great stream. I had a great time answering your questions, chatting with you all, thanking you all for the support these last 3 years. Thank you all for the 5,000 subscribers and many things to come on this channel, to say the least. But again, from the bottom, middle, top, all around the heart, I thank you all for the support these last 3 years. Thank you for this continued support, so subscribing to the channel, watching the videos, sharing the videos, commenting on the videos, and all that great stuff. So what's to come? Well, I talked about it a couple times on the stream. We have our got the Tenet review dropping tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. I will be doing the Lovecraft Country recap on Sunday. what else? I'm going to continue to have my reviews for the films I saw at the Fantasia Film Festival. I got a bunch of screeners for a bunch of HBO shows coming out later this month that I'm excited for. I have a show for Amazon I'm going to be covering here in another week or so that I'm excited for, and just a lot of stuff. I have a show I'm really excited about that comes out next month on Netflix that I'm excited to check out, that I have early access to. So more reviews, more streams, more of this fun stuff for you guys. Again, I'm going to call it a night, but I thank you to everyone that joined the chat tonight, that dropped a great question, a comment, compliment the haircut, donated to the channel, supported the channel for these last 3 years. And let's just keep this going, guys. I appreciate the support. I can't thank you enough. And we're just going to keep going. 2021, here we come. And just again, guys, I'm so thankful and humbled by the support. One more before we head out. Another comment. Nice haircut, bro. Look more. Thank you very much, JB. We got a lot of compliments on the haircut, so I'm glad you guys like the haircut, and I'm glad you like the channel. But on that note, again, thank you for the thumbs up, the support, the comments, the donations. The 3 years have been awesome. I'm excited for the next 3 years, and I'm excited to keep this train going. Cool. Can't wait tomorrow. Loving your reviews, and congratulations on the 3-year anniversary. Keep it up. Much love, and always. And also, what's your name? Elliot. Elliot is my name. Elliot is my name. Much love. Catch you tomorrow. Catch you tomorrow too, Mo. Again, thank you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Wear your mask, and we'll see you guys soon.